Hello everyone, it's that college football guy for another video. Well, it's time for the Week 14 review show, Championship Week review show. We'll get into this. First off, let's get the housekeeping out the way. Everyone please smash the like button. It helps with the algorithm, helps with the analytics, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video, love interacting with everybody. And subscribe to the channel. We just crossed 200 on our way to 300. Now, first off, the thing out the way, everyone's saying, wait a minute, why aren't you in your truck like you said last night? Okay, well, I was supposed to be on my way to Kansas City from here in Tennessee. It's about a 9-hour drive, so with 11 hours legal, I can make it. Well, the problem is instead of my delivery time being 5 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, it got pushed to noon. So I don't have to leave for a while. I'm staying home for a little bit longer, so I don't have to. There's no rush. All I'm going to do is sit there or sit here. I'd rather be sitting at home. All right, so we're going to review all the games that have already happened and the two that I didn't do recaps of last night, which were the ACC Championship and the Big Ten Championship. So first and foremost, let's get at this. Friday games. There were two games that were only in the regular season. One was a makeup game. The other one was New Mexico State's game. We'll get into that. First one, the makeup game due to the blizzard, was Buffalo and Akron. Buffalo beats Akron 23-22, so now they are officially bowl eligible. Congratulations to them. The Conference USA Championship also happened on Friday with UTSA beating up North Texas 48-27. And speaking of beating up in the Pac-12 Championship, Utah beat up USC 47-24. Saturday, in the MAC Championship, the one low-scoring championship game, Toledo beat Ohio 17-7. In the Big 12 Championship, in a Game of the Year candidate, Kansas State beat TCU 37-28 in overtime. That was a great game. Now we're talking about the Mexico State game. They were given a bowl waiver 5 and 6 because if you play more than 2 FCS teams in a season, you are not eligible to play in a bowl game. They were scheduled to play San Jose State because of a tragedy with a player being killed. I'm not going to get into that one because that's bad memories because I know who it was. They were not allowed to. They lost a game, so they had to reschedule. No FBS school would play them. So, hey, they got the waiver so they're eligible to play in a bowl game. So what they do, they scheduled Valparaiso, who can't score, and they just beat the brakes off of Valparaiso 65-3. Call that destruction. Mexico State with their 6th win of the year. They are bowl eligible for the second time in the last 5 years, which is also the second time since 1960. That's how long they've been bad. That's a long time, folks. The Sun Belt Championship, Troy beat up on Coastal Carolina 45-26. In the SEC Championship game, Georgia coasted a victory 50-30 over LSU. They had them beat up early on and then just stuck it in neutral for the second half. There's no point at that point. Mountain West Championship, Fresno State beat Boise State 28-16. And the AAC, the American Championship, Tulane beat up on UCF 45-28. So now let's get to the two that weren't done last night. We're talking about the ACC Championship. Clemson against North Carolina. And this game was never in doubt. Clemson just beat up North Carolina 39-10. DJ, I'm not going to say his last name because I butcher it every time I do. I think he's played his last game at Clemson because he absolutely stunk up the joint. He played the first 2 drives for Clemson. 2 for 5 for 10 yards. That's it. In 2 drives. They yanked him and brought in Cade Klubnik, the freshman quarterback. Man, did he get some stuff done. 20-24 for 279 yards, 1 touchdown, no INT, plus a rushing touchdown. As a total offense, they had 3 rushing touchdowns. But Cole Turner, the freshman wide receiver, had 3 receptions for 101 yards. I think Klubnik's already found his number 1 wideout, his favorite target. Defensively, they had 4 sacks, 8 QB hurries, 2 picks, and a fumble recovery. Speaking of NFL relations here, I was talking about friends of mine about former players having their kids. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Everybody remembers Jeremiah Trotter played in the league a long time. His son, the sophomore linebacker for Clemson, 3 sacks and a QB hurry. And Nate Wiggins, the sophomore corner, had a 98-yard pick 6. Drake May was down driving. He picked him off and ran it the entire other way down the field to get a pick 6. Congratulations on Clemson for just beating up on North Carolina. And then we get to the Big Ten Championship game, which was for half, I was beginning to think we might have the biggest upset of the day because Michigan was only beating Purdue 14-13 at the half. Well, the second half was a different story. Final score, Michigan beats up Purdue 43-24. Just, man. J.J. McCarthy, the sensational sophomore quarterback for Michigan, 11 for 17, 161 yards, 3 touchdowns and an INT. Really didn't need to do much. Donovan Edwards, remind everybody, Blake Cowan, who? I mean, but it's more of a test of not Donovan Edwards' skills. The fact that the offensive line of Michigan is just crazy. I mean, it would surprise me if this entire line goes first round once they all get eligible to be selected for the draft. and get drafted. But anyway, Donovan Edwards, the sophomore running back, 25 carries for 185 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, 4 sacks, 2 QB hurries, and 2 picks. Jalen Harrell had 2 of those sacks, and Will Johnson, the freshman DB, had both interceptions. Just a phenomenal victory by Michigan, and congratulations to them for winning the Big Ten. Congratulations to Clemson for winning the ACC. So, what does this mean? Well, we're going to have the final AP polls coming out today. The college football playoff bracket, the final one, comes out tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my review of the AP Top 25 on Monday. The AP Top 25 on Monday. I'm going to do my Top 25 on Tuesday. And maybe just do the college football playoff. We'll see how it works on my schedule. I may get the college football playoff one in. Tuesday, I'll be doing my final Top 25. And I got another idea. And I'm wondering from you guys if you'd like me to do this. This is an idea, so please hear me out here. The proposal for the playoff, which has been approved, which won't take effect until the 2024 season, so not next year, but the following year. What if we applied that standard? The top 6 rated conference champions plus 6 at-large berths to today's playoffs. What would it look like this year? Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do that one, and then we can make some suggestions of who everybody thinks is going to win this thing. So, just let me know down in the comments what you think. Thanks everybody for watching the video. I'm finalizing a few things here. Apparently I got while we were talking this, I kind of look at the top of the screen a little bit. I got a message from my shop. I got to call them back and find out what's going on. So, it's like work's maybe pushing me up even though I don't want to go in. Thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Be safe out there and please be good to each other.